Hey guys, Mark here. I'm out of the end of the Gorge Creek Road. This is actually the first time I've come up here to hike. I've came up here once after a short hike just to see if my car could handle it. A bunch of new snow has now fallen. We are into November now, and it has made for some interesting challenges, right? I mean, I don't know what I'm going to find out here. I have to accept the fact that I might not accomplish whatever mission I set out, but also it doesn't look too bad out here right now, and I think I'm gonna set a pretty easy mission, right? Okay, we're in the purple one, volume 4 again. There's where I am. Look at this absolute mess of trails that's here. I could come up here 10 times probably. I think I'm going to do up 43 and up 49, which is just called the Gorge Creek Connector. And that trail there is 5.5, and then I'll just come here. Now this number 56 here, that's the road continuing, which I know that's going to be in great shape. So lock up 59, finish that, see what happens, get back to here, and then make an estimation. Maybe I will go walk a little something else, but I kind of doubt it. For the first time, a rare time, I'm going to take this whole book with me. There's just so much stuff out here if I change my mind or anything. But I mean, this is a scout mission, right? I have not, all this, I know very little about it. I did this one. I came up here, I came up to there, and then I walked back. That's the Indian Oils Trail. That's it. Otherwise, I know basically nothing else in this whole page. So I'd like to show off a new piece of equipment. So I went to Value Village and got this. This is, I have my night light in here and the batteries, and I'm gonna put my phone in here. So this is just a simple around, like I'll put this around my belly and then I'll put my jacket on over top of it. And this is, like you can see, it's kind of beat up, and I paid like $3 for it from Value Village. It's just a simple little waist, yeah, whatever you want to call it. These are super dorky, but this just goes underneath my jacket and hopefully keeps my phone and keeps my batteries in my nightlight from freezing. All right. All right. Doesn't look that bad out here, A good coat of snow, but a lot of it's melting, which means there's a freeze thaw going on, which means there's lots of ice. I have my ice cleats. There's really just 3 directions to go out of here. There, up there, and then continuing down this Gorge Creek Road where they closed it some years ago. Well, it closed it to cars anyway. And this Parks Canada just offloaded a quad and went up here. So I know they're gonna clear out trees or something. Anyway, this is where I want to start and see how she goes. All right, little safety brief. Know yourself, know the trail, know your gear. The gear is changing rapidly. Every time I come out here, I have something different because it's getting colder. There's snow. So I have my cleats. I have my big jacket. It's really nice out here right now, actually. So I have my big jacket. It is completely filling my little backpack. And of course, I have that little waist thing. We'll see how well that works, right? For $2-3 from Value Village, who cares if it doesn't work? It's not a big deal. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to keep my stuff from freezing, right? Particularly the iPhone. Yeah. So that's the gear. I'm in pretty decent shape with this. I can handle this pretty well. Oh, there's a bit of a sign there. So it shouldn't be a problem for me. And know the trails. This is something you've got to do before you ever leave the house, right? You got to keep an open mind. You got to pick something appropriate for your season and try to figure out, just have the mindset that when I drive out here, I might not be able to do what I want to do. I might find two feet of snow out here, right? So yeah. Anyway, I gotta figure out if I'm even going the right direction here. I've just started heading out here, but yeah, let's see what's going on. looks okay to me. There's plenty of footprints. That's always nice and a good sign. All right, if you're heading out on a trail and absolutely no one has been down there, there's unbroken snow. Yeah, that's could be signing yourself up to something that you're not real sure, right? But I mean, they just went down here in the quad and everything, so yeah, it's pretty well worn, I'd say. It's good to see this. This is a scout mission. I have not poked my head into this area at all, right? At all. And I mean, if I'm going to explore this area, I'm going to do this exact portion of trail, you know, again and again and again and again. So, yeah, it's good. I have to tell you something embarrassing that happened this morning. This is a first. I used the washroom like I always do, and then was horrified to discover no toilet paper. So, those Alberta Parks rangers were kind of out in the parking lot, but they were sort of standing behind their truck. That's really the only people that were there. Aside from them, there's only one other car there. Those people weren't around, so I got my jacket and kind of tarped it across my lower half. And then I penguin walked to my car with my pants down. Jeez. And, you know, I grabbed the toilet paper out of my backpack, because I always carry some in that. And then penguin walked back. Check the toilet paper. Oh my God. I usually always check. I got busted. Anyway, it turned out okay. If there had been like 10 people in that lot, oh God, embarrassing. And even the park staff didn't notice me, so I got off easy. Not bad. Here's the Gorge Creek, I believe. Alternating between mud, ice, and maybe a touch of snow on the trail. Woo! Not bad. Cool. As you come around the corner from here and you get this. Not bad, man. I've been walking like 15 minutes. Already got some nice views. Not bad at all. All right, I'm still here. This here is a ridge that apparently is an option described in the book. You can see how nice it is up there, right? So I have made note, part of the scouting, right? I didn't know what to expect, and I'm already quite enjoying myself. Well, I think I can hear some chainsawing happening. The guys on the quad. Already gotten to this bridge. The ice is already thick enough that it supported that quad going across. Surprising. All right, let's see here. Nice and careful, lots and lots of ice on this here bridge. All right. All right. Right there. I want to go up this one, I think. Actually, both directions have quad tracks. This one actually has the quad. This gives me some good confidence for later, right? You just don't know. You just don't know. You got to come out here and check things out. And yeah, there's quad tracks down both of them. That means I will not lose the trails. And when you have just a carpet of white snow and no one has come down there, there's no tracks, no nothing, you're not real sure if you're going to hold the trail. So yeah, if I stick to these kind of official trails, then I won't have any problems. Oh man, the sun is out. When you get the sun out on like unbroken snow, it is beautiful. There are some things about shoulder season hiking or winter hiking which are so cool. Like the snow really is just fantastic. Oh, I'm warming up fast. I'm gonna have to take off a few articles of clothing here. Oh, look at this. The quad made it across, but who knows when. Was that today? Was that yesterday? Look how thin it is over here. All right, if I break through, I get my feet wet. I don't think it's gonna be too deep. Nice and easy here. Okay. Another one. Let's see if I can't stay mostly on the rocks, which I think is, of course, what people generally do when it's not frozen, right? I got to admit, I don't entirely know where I'm going right this second. There's some contradictions going on out of the Kananaskis trail guide. For one thing, you walk up to that intersection back there, and then the guide says to turn left, and that will be the Gorge-Ware connector. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Left is the South Gorge Creek trail. Like, very clearly it is, so. But that's why I'm out here, right? Figure these things out. The guide is not completely and utterly bulletproof, right? So, figure these things out. Figure out where this takes me. Well, I'm at another little bridge. I can't figure out what trail I'm on. So here we go here. Sorry, I can barely even see where my finger is on the camera. Maybe I'm going down this one, which is number 48. I think that's the most likely scenario. I wanted to go up 49 up here. I don't know. I'm not totally sure what's happening. Look at the spider web in here, right? But, I mean, I'm not going to get lost, and I haven't been down any of these trails at all. So, no matter where I go, I'm exploring something new. Screw it, keep walking. Wait till I find some kind of sign, and yeah. Right? Whatever it is I'm walking, it is also on Maps.me, the app that I use for trail finding and marking waypoints and intersections and all kinds of stuff. It's called Gorge Creek Loop, so it's a bit of a comfort. Another bridge. And another. A little surprised. There's quite a bit of, the parks have done quite a bit of work out here, all these old bridges. Seems like I'm right where I want to be. I wanted to do this Gorge-Ware connector, and here I am, so. The quad tracks keep going up there, the way up to this volcano south. They just went and they turn around in here, so that would be just straight on the trail, right? All right, I'm gonna keep doing what I wanted to do, the Gorge Creek connector. It's great to, if I can come down here and do a few of these kind of exploratory, not real ambitious hikes, and I can get to know this area. And another trail going up that for some reason. I can get to know this area, and you know, when I can be a little more ambitious, the seasons allow me, the snow level allows me, then I've got that basic knowledge, right? And there's so many trails in here to do. It really is insane. So there's no lack. There's no lacking. Well, I've been reading a lot and trying to, just trying to figure out exactly, I mean, I have to figure this out, right? I'm only going up this trail. Look at this. So that one back there, I believe, was a sign. I want to try and find this guy, right? So I can mark it in my apps. Yeah, there's plenty to do. So I've been reading quite a bit. And I almost never bring the book along, like I said, so I just didn't know where I'd end up, honestly. But it's not the book that has led me out here. It is these tracks and the white signs I've come across that have let me know where I am. One thing about walking on the snow is it is much easier on the feet. It is cushioning, right? So I was just thinking, oh, my feet feel all right. Like my last, 25-kilometer odyssey out to Denny's cabin, it was, they were giving me a little bit of troubles on the way back. I had to kind of alter my steps and try to turn my feet different ways and that sort of thing. Trying to, I was pronating definitely a lot on my right foot. But yeah, the snow does have its benefits, right? And your feet feel a lot better. It's like having two sets of shoes on, your own and then the snow. All right, here we have a little Y in the trail, or maybe T intersection, however you look at it, and a sign. And for some reason, in order to actually see the sign, you gotta walk over here. Okay, this doesn't even show up on here. Somebody carved a little something across there, but other than that, that's kind of strange. All right then. Okay, make a little note. I'll look at my book later and figure out what the heck it is. Okay, so now I'm here. In the book, this is called the Old Volcano Link 52A, and this guy actually has tracks up it. So that leads me to believe that it was hikeable. Maybe they only went so far, who knows? But in my mind, this is now potentially an option for like a week from now or something, assuming that we didn't get like just hammered with more snow. Right, nothing else I've seen has had tracks, but somebody decided to hike up here. Not today, but at some point they did. So that leads me to believe that maybe that is a viable option. Anyway, the next thing I should be coming across is the old road. The road used to go to another access point for Kananaskis, but at one point, part of it collapsed, and instead of fixing the little piece that collapsed, they just decided to close like 5-6 kilometers of the road, like a big. So now there's no longer any access for the vehicle, right? You have to drive down one road, access road to K Country, or the other one. You can't just do a nice loop. Yeah, well, not bad. This kind of looks like it was logged, but there's really not that much crap left behind, like tree stumps and that. It's just kind of a big red patch. Interesting. Maybe I'll get a closer look at it. That's pretty much the first view I've gotten in a while. It's been mostly in the trees. This bridge here is pretty high off the ground, actually. It's good to see that, this is an official trail. It's on the maps, and so it's going to be like one of the best taken care of trails out here. So it's good to see that at least that kind of care has gone into those trails. Because of course I will be hiking all over the place on trails that are absolutely not taken care of. Not in that fashion. All right. Now this appears to be Volcano Ridge up here. So coming from this direction, like if I was to try and hike this next time, now I know this meadow is here, I can get a good look at it and just see exactly what kind of snow and stuff I'm dealing with, right? So this is very good intel. And then the trail is up there, but when I get here, I could decide if I should try it or not, right? I got a good shot of what it looks like. Actually, an impressive bridge. Looks like it would take a lot to take this bridge down. It's even made out of metal, so it's not gonna just rot away like wood would. Okay, that nice bridge is down there. This is the old Volcano Ridge Trail access. So the road came down here, actually goes around. There's actually a turnaround circle here. Even someone has now set up a bit of a camping area. And the main road is out here. I got the sense that you can just hike down this trail, but I'll hike down here and check everything out. There's just a few little trees and stuff growing. I get the sense that this road really only closed down like maybe 10, 15 years ago. I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing a date in Jillian's guide. Maybe if it's in there, I'll go look when I get home and I'll flash it up right now. But yeah, so this is, people would drive down here, park, and then they would go do the Volcano Ridge Trail from here. Okay, here's the old Gorge Creek Road. I'm gonna start heading back. I think that's a real possibility for the future as well in this snow, is just walking all the way down to where it is not closed anymore. It's just basically on a massive scout mission. That's exactly what I can do now, right? These kinds of hikes are the building blocks of getting to know the area and doing bigger, further stuff, gaining a little confidence. Some kind of old bridge, but I don't know what it's from. Nothing obvious. I would like to do 43B, which heads up in that direction somewhere and goes and does the ridge that I was talking about earlier. But it is not described how you figure out where to go from this angle. And you can see here, I would not easily see a trail unless someone's footprints happen to be coming out of there. So I don't have much confidence of finding it, but I'll keep a lookout and maybe I'll get lucky. Yeah, road walks are not the funnest thing ever, but it's a gorgeous day. The sun is out, mostly blue skies. Roads are funny too, like look up here. There's almost no snow. The trees and the way it's kind of inclined protects it. Down here, not so much. There's plenty of snow. But the road has no protection from the trees and it gets tons of snow, but then it gets all the sun too, so it melts. You're never quite sure what you'll find on roads. You could find 2-3 feet of snow, and in the bush, there's 1 foot of snow. Well, I've barely even been looking for this because I know there's almost no hope. If I didn't see tracks coming out of the snow, 43B, I got to do it exactly the way that Jillian describes, and she doesn't describe it from this end, so it will be a challenge for another day. And this road has been climbing. Something I didn't think about is that on my trail, it seemed like I was going down a lot. clearly going through some kind of pass area, whatever, and now I am making up for it going back this direction, that's for sure. So you can see up there, it just keeps right on going. All the roads up there. I finished my climb. It's gonna start heading back down. I decided to come off the road a little and just check this out. Not bad. Alrighty. This is some more good recon. This is, I believe, Missing Link Mountain. And look at it, it is fine. Just fine. And I think you can basically see that from the parking lot up there. So, that might be something I tackle next time, especially if you can see what it's like from the parking lot, right? That's, yeah. It is good information to have. Not bad, you know. Sometimes roads will give you perfectly wonderful views. And if you're walking, you actually have time to enjoy them. All right. You can see up there where the road has been closed. That's where I've parked. I almost got this guy beat. And this is not a bad little view either to finish the trail off with, right? Oof. All right then, random big hole. Park staff are still out with their quad. There's me. One car that was here before is now gone. It's pretty normal stuff. Just me and people who are being paid. Well, right from the car, you can see Missing Link Mountain. And reading the book, it doesn't seem like too bad of a hike from here, so it might be what I do next. Well, I could do more today, you know. I think the last 6-7 hikes I've done, all but one, have been 25-kilometer absolute odysseys. I'm walking like an hour or two in the dark. You know, now that I'm walking through the snow, 15 kilometers feels like 25. Today I've done maybe 11 or 12 at most. But it's a win, you know. I did trail number 49. I can cross that off in the book. That trail leads into a whole bunch of other trails. The road I just walked leads into a whole bunch of other trails. It's just great recon, right? It really is. One thing I would not recommend doing, don't bring the book with you all the time, right? It will not last. You will beat it up, destroy it. I mean, it's getting bent 20 directions in the bag, you know, and then it's just a matter of time before it gets wet, right? Because the bag gets wet. So, yeah, it won't last. The better option, the one I do 95% of the time, is just take pictures of the pages that I need. And even then, if you don't care about having a physical copy, then just order one, like a PDF, and just put it in your phone. And then you have the whole book there with you at all times, right? Other than that, you know, a few nice views at the beginning. Just a nice little walk, you know, something I probably could have snowshoed a bit later in the season when there was more snow, but I'm just getting to know the area, and a win is a win. I'll take it. I'll go home, can drive home in the daylight for a change. My legs are not utterly destroyed, right? And just relax. Anyway, get out there and hike.